When we were trying to define or to understand what a robot was, we mentioned the idea of an intelligent agent, or an agent if you prefer, that was a device that obtains information via sensors, process it, and then acts on its environment. Well, in order to act on that environment, we need actuators, and that's what we are going to speak about in this video. I'll follow its book Introduction to Robotics, and there's an interesting metaphor there. If you remember when we talked about different shapes of different types of robots, we mentioned the link-based robots. Well, mainly thinking about physical robots and link-based robots, we could think that the links and the joints are kind of the skeleton of the robots. Well, following that metaphor, the actuators could be something like the muscles that make the robots and its link move. What do we expect from actuators? Well, we expect that they are powerful enough to move the robot itself, to move its load, and to exert the forces that it needs to act on the environment. But at the same time, we want them to be, of course, cheap, light, accurate, reliable, and easy to maintain. A delicate balance indeed. Well, there are, say, mainly 4 types of actuators. First type are hydraulic actuators. They, well, of course, they use liquids to transmit the pressure and so produce movement. They offer high power to weight ratio. They can exert large forces, although at low speeds, and they can produce both linear and rotary movements. This kind of actuators were very popular in the past, but they are not really right now. Second type are the pneumatic actuators. Pneumatic actuators use pressure air controlled via valves and can also produce linear and rotary movements. They are used in specific cases where we have high degrees of freedom, or we are controlling joints of on-off type. To a certain extent, we can consider that pneumatic actuators are almost equivalent to hydraulic ones, but they are safer, simpler, and not contaminant. Third type of actuators are really the most important ones, are the electric motors. Electric motors can be used with all sizes of robots. They are reliable, they offer good control and precision. And as I said, they are really the kings of actuators right now and the most used ones. Finally, Niku speaks about what he calls novelty actuators. This is kind of an heterogeneous family with different mechanisms and different ideas that are mostly under research. Well, of these 4 types, the most important ones are the electric motors, so we'll devote to them a future video.